You have officially entered the break room.
I've eaten cow tongue. I've eaten like meat jelly. I have eaten caviar. Like just like
Snail is where you
give
draw
me
the
the
line.
ick.
I literally felt like it was haunted. You know when you just like feel a pit in your stomach and you're like, something is
Yeah.
wrong here?
It's like the reality of travel
Yes.
sometimes. It's not always perfect. It doesn't always go smoothly. Sounds like a
Literally-
recurring theme now.
Every vacation now, I just have to expect that I'm going to third wheel a couple that's going to get me a bunch of alcohol.
It's like, am I going into anaphylaxis? Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere in Big Sur. Like, if something happens, I'm screwed. Like, this is how I'm going to go.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Physio Diaries podcast. We are your co-hosts, Dr. Melanie Ziaziaris
and Dr. Alice Koshevatskiy, where students, healthcare professionals, and wellness junkies come to get the inside scoop of the healthcare and wellness industry.
The podcast you didn't know you needed by your favorite travel physical therapist. Welcome back to another Break Room Talks episode. We have a lot of new friends and we realize we haven't really introduced ourselves in a while. So we are doctors Mel and Al, and we are both travel physical therapists, literally on opposite coasts. I'm in Savannah and Alice is in Monterey, California. Today we are having our monthly Break Room Talks episode where we catch up, update you on our travels and random ass stories, and just have a chill tea session. As healthcare workers, we believe that you do not have to be professional and formal all of the time. We are humans too. We have shit to say, and we love these episodes because it's like our decompression time. So before we get into it, go back to your homepage. If you are on Spotify, click the three little dots in the right-hand corner, and please rate our show 5 stars so we can grow. And if you're on Apple, just scroll all the way down to the bottom. We have never shared this, but for the past year, we have actually invested thousands of dollars into this podcast and have not gotten paid. And we want to because it is really hard out here to get big with podcasts and grow. And our goal is to get signed under a network, but we need the engagement and ratings. So that is where you guys come in as our physio friends. So please help us out because we want to make it big and get paid. All right, bitch. Yes. Let's get into it. I did not think I was gonna
get into it.
I truly didn't think I was gonna have this much to say. And I feel like every other day I'd be like, oh, this happened. Let me add it to the note for Break Room Talks.
Yes. Well, it's actually perfect because you had a month off and today is the last day of that month. So I think it's a good way to conclude that month and just while everything's fresh, talk about it because I want to hear all about it. And I'm sure all of our physio friends want to as well. So
where do I start?
Where do you want to start?
Okay, let me see. A lot of the things had to do with moving and my travel. So let's just start with moving first, or let me just start with ending at the clinic. So the clinic I was at, I actually really, really liked my coworkers. They were really cool. Everyone was super chill. We actually hung out a good amount of times at this clinic. This was the most I'd ever hung out with my coworkers. And I was like, damn, kind of like you guys. I don't want to leave. But I was ready to leave Florida because it was literally 15 months. So I was at that point where I was like, I feel really comfortable. If I don't leave now, I feel like I'm just going to get sucked in. So, on to the move.
Yes.
This was the first time anything like this has ever happened to me. I have always had really great experiences on Furnished Finder. I've always met really great landlords, very nice, very respectful, very formal, professional. There was literally nothing I could have done to make this situation better because they fully played me. And
they totally did.
Yeah. So, okay. Let me start with, there were 2 options that it came down to in terms of where I wanted to live in Savannah. Okay. So the top choice was a 2-bedroom and the second runner up was a 1-bedroom. Okay. So that's how we'll differentiate between the 2 places, the 2-bedroom and the 1-bedroom. The 2-bedroom was super spacious, very clean, very minimalist vibes, very more modern. It was the first choice. I talked to both of these landlords on the phone and texting. Okay. The two-bedroom landlord told me that there's a current travel nurse in the unit. Okay, this was like weeks before signing anything. Still in July. He says the travel nurse is still there, but thinks she wants to renew her contract, but he won't know until Friday. And then I reach out to me on Friday. I'm like, hey, do you know if she renewed or not? And he was like, I'm so sorry. She still doesn't know yet. She won't know until next week. If it's too late, don't worry about it. Sorry, I just don't have control of the situation because that she's been with him for, months and months. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just go with the second place because now it's like 2 weeks till moving and we need to secure a lease. We signed with the other one, right? I've talked to him on the phone. I've texted him. I've asked for videos of the unit, the pictures online, and the videos I was getting were exactly the same. Okay. Everything made it seem like this was the unit I was getting. All of the videos were exactly what I imagined it to be based off the pictures on Furnished Finder.
Also, why would it not be, Why would he be
Right.
sending a completely different unit?
Right, exactly. We get to the house very late Monday night because we leave Florida later than expected. I'm just tired as fuck. And I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what it looks like right now. I'm too tired. I need to go to sleep so I can get into things tomorrow morning and clean and whatnot. I realize it's literally not the same unit. Like the furniture is different. The furniture is old. Like it literally looks like a house that was decorated in the 1950s, okay? Vintage as hell. It smells like your grandparents, great-grandparents' home type of smell.
Great-grandparents' home.
Great-grandparents, exact. The
Not
kitchen,
even grandparents. Oh.
The kitchen was renovated. So the kitchen did look nice, but they had a big-ass rug in the kitchen. I don't know about you, but I think it's weird as shit to have a rug in the kitchen.
Yeah, I hate when they have way too many rugs all over the place. Like, that just makes your
Yes.
life harder. But especially in the
Wait.
kitchen, like, that's gross.
Yeah, it literally covered the entire floor. And I was like, absolutely
Yeah.
the fuck not. Let me roll this up and put it in the closet. I don't know if they had anyone that vacuumed anything ever. It was just very dirty.
Ugh.
A full-on door hinge was broken, and the closet door would not open or close because it was fully broken. The front door lock
What was this place? Like, where did
literally,
he send you?
it was in Savannah. It was actually in a nice
Yeah.
area, like a decent
Yeah.
area. So it just didn't make sense. It literally just looks like no one has renovated anything in like decades, is what it seemed like to me. Like they're just trying to get away with doing as little as possible, and people are
Yeah.
maybe getting it. I don't know. But
Oh
anyway,
my gosh.
everything is fucking broken. Everything's old. It's like a shitty ass apartment, and we're like, we don't want to live here. I was trying to make do with it, and so was David, but it was just at the point where I was like, I will not be happy here. Like, I just cannot live in this for 6 months. I am not
Exactly.
happy. This is driving me crazy. You know when you just like feel a pit in your stomach and you're like, something is
Yeah.
wrong here? I had that
Yeah.
since like we moved in, and I was like, okay, no, like this is, I
Yeah.
feel it literally internally in my body. So
Yeah.
Tuesday comes. I remember this exact moment, but I just like had an epiphany. I was sitting on this old ass blue couch and I was like, huh, I wonder what would happen if I just called the landlord with the 2-bedroom. So I
Yeah.
text him and I'm like, hey, can I call you? And he's like, yeah, sure. And so
This
I
is the
asked
other
him,
one that had the travel nurse that was living there.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
The
Gotcha.
2-bedroom one. I had told him the situation and I'm like, do you still have a unit available? Okay. If this isn't a sign, I don't know what is. He said that the travel nurse literally moved out on Monday.
Wow. It was
Yes.
meant to be.
It was meant to be. And I'm like, can we come see it
Oh,
immediately?
yeah.
Literally
You're like, I will
later.
move in 2 seconds. Just get me out of this
Actually,
old grandma house.
actually, I'm sorry. This was Wednesday. So
Oh.
Wednesday afternoon is here. I'm talking to him. I'm like, can we come see it? And he's like, sure, when? I'm like, ASAP. At this point, we have decided that we are going to talk to the landlord because he was going to come in to look at the like door lock that was broken. We were like, okay, we have to go see this place before, because if we decide on yes, then we could just talk to the landlord of the shitty place when he comes to the house. We go see the place, and immediately when we walk in, we're like, "Oh, fuck. We
What
need
a
to be
step up.
here."
Yeah.
Yeah. The landlord's super nice, super chill. We, like, told him about the situation. He was like, "Oh my god, that's, like, insane. Just text me, update me after you talk to the landlord." An hour later, we talked to the landlord of the one bedroom, the old vintage home, and,
Mhm.
I'm like, "This is a different unit than the videos and pictures online. There are multiple things broken. The door lock is a hazard, and literally we're about to go on
Mhm.
vacation for a week. XYZ." He really didn't say too much, and he was very like apologetic. He was super young, so the vibe I got was that he was working for someone else, and he was like the kind of bitch boy that was the one doing the errands and making all the
Oh,
checks, but he wasn't like making the calls. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because
Did you think it was an
yeah.
actual accident that he sent you the wrong property? Like, if he's managing
No.
several properties?
No, I think that whoever is above him and who he goes to told him
Oh.
to do that. Because he even said, I told them to list it as 2 units, because the unit had to have been next door, because it was the same exact,
Mm.
like, because it's a duplex, so there's 2 houses next to each other connected. And so it had to have been
Yeah.
the other one that's already people in it. He even like said, I told him to do 2 listings, but it like costs more to put 2 listings on Furnished Finder. And he kind of slipped that out. And I was like,
Oh.
okay, so they're like, yeah,
There's some shady
doing,
shit going
yeah,
on.
shady shit pretty much.
Yeah. I'm so glad you got out of
Yeah.
there because, like, that could have just been the beginning of, like, the rest of, like, a terrible 6 months in, like, your living
Yes.
situation.
I literally felt like it was haunted. It just felt like a home that would be
Yes.
haunted.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looked like it would be haunted, like, that old
Yeah.
furniture from the video you sent me, like, freaked me out, like, I
Yeah.
would not be able to sleep peacefully at night, like, living there, and even the
It was
couch,
really
like, you
hard.
you wanna be comfortable, like, you don't wanna be
Yeah.
like, "Ugh, like, who sat on here? Like, has someone died in this house?" Like, ew. Which probably somebody has.
I didn't even tell you this, but there were probably, I counted like 6 lamps in this apartment, like big ass vintage lamps. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? You only need one, first of all, if there's overhead
Yeah.
lighting. It was just so creepy, so weird, but like the signs were there. So Wednesday, after we talked to the landlord, like, we're moving out, and he's
Mhm.
like, okay, when? We go, tomorrow.
Right now.
Literally. And then I called back the landlord of the nice apartment, the 2 bedroom, and I'm like, "Okay, we're like ready, we're sold. When can we move in?" And he was like,
Oh
"Okay,
my
well,
gosh.
I'm gonna have to get the lease, and I'm gonna have to get cleaning and whatnot." And pretty much we moved in the next day. Thursday morning. Okay, listen to this fucking timeline. We move in
Mhm.
Thursday morning. David has a flight to go back home to Ohio Thursday afternoon. I have a flight to
Jeez.
go to Miami Friday morning at 6 a.m. Okay?
Oh my gosh. So, like, you don't
When
have time to unpack, basically.
No, when I tell you it was chaos and no sleep that week, like I feel like I blacked it out and like somehow magically
Yeah.
appeared in this new apartment.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like,
yeah,
okay, a lot of people say, like, "Oh my gosh, like, travelers shouldn't get paid so much." Like, this is the type of shit that we may potentially have to deal with, like, issues with
yeah.
housing, having canceled contracts, like, last
Uh,
minute stressful situations popping up versus, like,
mhm,
you get to sit at your comfortable house, you can make it how you want, you can choose your furniture, like, you don't have these kinds of stressful situations, so I feel like part of our
mhm.
compensation is dealing with all this bullshit. So,
Yes.
that's what I tell people when I'm like, "You wanna do travel? You wanna deal with all this?" Like, figuring out your housing 2 days before you have to leave, like, go for
Yeah.
it. Be my guest. Like, we love it, but I love that we talk about these things because this is, like, the reality of travel
Yes,
sometimes. It's not always perfect. It doesn't always go smoothly. So,
for sure.
this is one example.
I literally couldn't believe this happened. I was like, how in the hell, after
Yeah.
3 years of using Furnish Finder, this is what it happens to me.
Yeah.
But it,
But you
it
got
worked
so
out.
lucky. Yeah, that you had, like, a
Yes.
plan B, and you had already been talking to that guy because I can't imagine if you had to live there. Like, I would
Yes.
have probably been like, "Okay, you know what? This is not what I agreed upon. I'll live here for, like, a month, and meanwhile, look for something else," because I
Yeah.
would not have stayed at that place.
The way the stars aligned, like the urge I got to call the other landlord, like the fact that the nurse moved out
Yeah.
literally like 2 days before,
Yeah.
it was like crazy timing. But
And Mel's, like, texting me, she's like, "Have you ever broken a lease?" I'm like, "I don't know how to do that, but, like, if the contract is not, like, what you actually got, you can absolutely break the lease, like, that's not what you signed up
yeah.
for." So I was like, "Yeah, you should be able to."
Yes. Yes. And for people who are wondering in terms of like the payment and costs, yeah, I didn't really realize this, but usually within the first 2 weeks, you can break your lease if like it makes sense. Like obviously in this
Mhm,
situation, it made sense. I had proof. I took evidence of everything just in
mhm.
case. I was literally like, oh my God, what if they say no and I have to take them to small claims court? Like, I don't know.
Oh,
I was literally
yeah.
thinking about all the
It's just like
things.
a whole headache. Yeah.
Yeah. So I,
So
collected the evidence. What?
yeah. I was gonna say, did you get your, like, security deposit back and everything too?
Yes. So I paid for a first month rent and security deposit before moving in. Usually
Mhm.
that's what you have to
That's
do before you
standard.
move in. That's standard, right?
Mm.
When we were talking to him like Wednesday night, he was just like, we'll have to prorate the nights that you stayed and then just like the cleaning fee. And I was like, oh, amazing. Of course. Like that makes
Mhm.
sense. That's standard, I feel like.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
just cleaning fee and then the prorated rate of the nights we stayed, which was literally 4 nights, and then
Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's good that he was nice and, like, actually gave it back because 'cause I've heard some horror
Yeah.
stories where, like, people will
Yeah.
not get their security deposit back for, like, no
Yeah.
reason. You said it was dirty, I would've probably been like, "Okay, dude, like, the apartment wasn't even clean to begin with."
Yes.
But at the same time, part of you probably was just, like, just happy to be able to get out of it, that you're like, "I don't wanna deal with this and, like, cause myself more of a hassle than I need to." But,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, and I was like, whatever, like,
whatever.
it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just get me out of here. Like,
Yeah,
this place is
literally.
terrible.
But yeah,
Oh,
he was
man.
super nice, but mm-mm.
Yeah. So
He
then what
me.
happened? Yes.
So then I move in and it's amazing. It's literally so spacious, you guys, like I don't think I've ever been in a actually, this reminds me of my Indiana apartment. Like, it's very spacious
Mhm.
like that. Like, there's a big kitchen, dining room area, big living room, and then 2 bedrooms. The bathroom is the smallest part, but, like, whatever. It's been nice. So and then
Yay.
I traveled for a week.
Yes. You burnt off
Um,
all the steam after all those crazy, crazy couple
yeah.
days.
Yeah. I went to Miami and then went on my first cruise. Miami was super fun. I was with a friend who had never been to Miami before. And if you know me, I love Miami. We love a Miami moment and vibe. I was showing her like the true Miami experience, dinners paid for, promoter day parties, promoter clubs, the club scene, the going out on Ocean Drive, getting some nice seafood on Lincoln Road, all of the things. Actually, I got my first like creator dining experience. Well, I
Oh,
don't remember if I told you about this or not
I
actually.
don't think so.
Yeah, it was very exciting. I went to
Uh-huh.
the Shelbourne proper. It's a new
Mhm.
hotel in Miami Beach, but it's like high end like luxury, but it's just like
Yeah.
very elevated, looks like you're in another country vibe in there. I pretty much just got like a bunch of credit to like put into whatever food and drinks I wanted
Food.
and stuff. Yeah. So
Nice.
I got like a 3-course meal, some oysters, a couple drinks, and then food for my friend, of course. Food and drinks for my friend.
Yum.
And all I had to do was post some Instagram stories.
Some
It was
content.
great.
That works
Yeah.
out perfect too, that you guys were already, like, going to Miami. So,
Yes.
that is nice.
Yes.
Did you like the
Yes.
place? Like, overall, the vibe, the food, the
Yeah,
experience?
they had a DJ there that played, like,
Ooh.
house music, but not, like, warehouse party house music, like, chill
Yeah.
R&B mixed with house, mixed with a little electro. It was a good
That's
vibe.
funny because I feel
I
like
enjoyed it.
everywhere you go in Miami, like, it could be, like, an ice cream shop or, like, a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like anywhere you go, it's like a club vibe. Like, every
Yes.
restaurant has a DJ, like, everyone has, like, dancers and things, like, it's always a party in Miami. So you said DJ, I was
Yes.
like, "Yeah, I'm not surprised." That's, like, what I expect Miami to be like.
Yeah, but
It's
I
always
went to
fun.
a Turkish Russian bathhouse.
In Miami?
Yeah.
What? How was that?
Yes. I was a little bit nervous because I'm used to Korean spas where it's gendered. but
Mhm.
this is not. So they have everyone together in all of the rooms. So you just have to wear like
Oh,
your bikini or whatever, bathing suit, whatever you want to wear.
yeah.
It's very, very different. They had a hammam room, they had a steam room, a
Oh. What
sauna.
is the hammam
Uh,
room?
it was pretty much like a steam room and sauna combined. I didn't really know how to
Oh,
differentiate it, honestly, but it
okay.
wasn't as, like, suffocating as a steam room, but it was, like,
Mhm.
more moist. I hate that word, but more
Yeah.
moist than, like, a sauna. So I don't know,
Okay.
it's like a mix between the 2. But
Yeah.
then they have one room called the I'm gonna butcher it, Shiv oh, I don't remember now, but it's, like, supposed to be their hottest room, and they have a cold
Uh-huh.
plunge on the outside of it, and then, like, showers and stuff with, like, different pressures if you, like, need to come out of it.
Yeah.
Well, you will need to come out of it, but it's like you wanna alternate between 2.
Did you do the cold plunge?
Yeah, I did,
Yeah. Was it
but
nice?
it was nice, but I hyperventilate and, like, can only breathe for a couple seconds and then
Oh,
run out.
yeah. It's actually funny because when my family came to visit, I went to a spa in it was in Carmel and it was so nice. Like it was the most bougie spa. Like if you ever came to
Mm,
visit, you would absolutely have to go here with me.
yeah,
It was amazing. Like it was all
mhm.
outdoors because the weather here is nice. There was like fire pits and it was like the most relaxed I've been in a
Oh,
really long
that sounds
time.
so nice, yeah.
I know. I told myself, I was like, I need to go back there like before I go to Europe because it was just so nice and
Yeah.
relaxing to like just de-stress and just relax one more time. But oh my gosh. Yeah. We both
Do
had good
you
like spa experiences
Or
recently.
what's your favorite? Steam room, sauna, or the hot bath, or what's
Mm,
your go-to?
so at this place, for some reason, the steam room, it was steamy. Like as soon as you come in, there's like a cloud of smoke. Like you cannot see a single person that's in there.
Yeah.
Like you get there and then once you're like this close to somebody, you're like, oh shit, there's like a person right in front of me. But they put like eucalyptus or something. It smelled like Vicks Vapor
Yum.
Rub. And like, I don't know,
Oh.
I coughed when I went in there and I was like not okay. I don't know. I like the steam room, but I prefer saunas. I think
Gotcha.
that's like my go-to. I like when it's like dry heat. I can just lay on the wood, like it's so relaxing
Yeah.
versus like the steam room. I don't really like sitting and feeling like I'm sitting in my own sweat for very long.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
the
would
steam
say
room is just
sauna.
suffocating. Yeah.
It is, yeah, I was, like, literally choking. Reminded me, like, they have, like, 2 cold plunge, like, little pools, and I usually
Oh,
don't like that type of thing, like, I hate the cold, but I did it, and it actually felt really good, like,
yes.
it's kind of like this, like, long pool, and you walk through it,
Yeah.
and it felt really nice, and you just kinda
Mm,
cycle through, like, you go through, like you go to the
yeah.
saunas, you go to, like, the warm pool or, like, the hot tub, and you do, like,
Yeah.
cold plunge, and you do that 3 times, and it
Ooh.
is so relaxing. Like I need to
Yeah.
get a membership because if I could, I would go every single day.
Yeah.
Um, it was really nice. And you could stay as
I
long as you
just
want.
mm, that sounds
Yeah,
so nice. We love a
it
good
was
spa
relaxing.
experience.
We do, yeah. I would do it as often as I could. What do you
Then
prefer, Turkish or Korean now that you've been to both?
I like Korean. For those who don't know, Korean spas, the clothed areas, so like the
Uh-huh.
saunas, the like cold fridge, the human cold fridge room, those are clothed and all the genders.
Mhm.
But the baths, so the sauna, the steam room, the hot tub, the cold plunge, are fully nude and in each locker room. So, like, the women
Mhm.
have one, the men have one, and you are fully naked. And obviously, you have to shower and wash yourself before you get in.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I kind of like that.
Yeah,
I
it feels I don't know, it feels like you would think it would be really intimidating, like, the first time you do it. I've only been
yeah.
once to, like, the nude, like, Korean spa part
Um,
when I was little, and I remember the first time I did it, like, I was terrified. Like, I think leading up to it,
yeah.
like, you're so nervous and you're so,
Yeah.
like, worried about, like, what you look like, and then you go out there and there's, like, these older, like, ladies that are just, like, absolutely flaunting it, and that made me
Mhm.
feel so much better. I was like, nobody cares, like, what you look like, they're just trying to
Yeah.
relax too, they're really
Yeah.
not looking at you, but as, like, a teenage girl that was, like, at the time really uncomfortable in my body, I was like, "This is traumatic," but honestly, you just have to get over the first time, I feel like, and then you get, like I would be comfortable
Yeah.
going now,
Yeah. For
but
sure. But, like, since it's gendered, it makes you feel more comfortable. Like, for me, I was like, all
yeah.
of these old men are looking at me, and I don't like that. At the
In, like,
Russian
the
Turkish
shared
spa.
space. Oh,
Yeah.
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 Like,
So
there
it's
were a
just, like,
lot
more
of, like, all
comfortable.
ages and yeah, and you could just, like, feel people looking at you and, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
was
not
a little
relaxing. You're
uncomfy.
kind of like,
Yeah.
"Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
cover up to, like, go to the next one.
Where's my
Like
robe?" Yeah.
but yeah, it was a cool experience though. I'm glad I did it
Mhm.
because then I had a very long night out in Miami. It was, the Miami vibe, the Miami
Oh,
experience. You know how
yeah.
it goes.
Miami, I feel like it's funny because it's like part of it is like, okay, like wellness, and then also kind of like going out and like having a crazy night, but it's like a good mix of both,
Yeah,
you know?
for
You
sure.
can't have one without the other.
Yes. But on to the cruise. So this was my first time I've ever done a cruise. And I am usually the type of person on vacation where I like to like really go to the cities and the areas and like get an Airbnb and really venture out and try to live like the locals and like experience everything. But with that,
Mhm.
it's very freaking tiring. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do nothing and be on a beach in a bikini and be in water and really not have shit planned. That is what what was good about the cruise.
Mhm.
Very mindless. You don't really see too much. Like we were in the Bahamas twice, but the first one was Royal Caribbean's private island in Coco Cay, so it's like
Mhm.
kind of the Bahamas, but like also not really. Like it didn't feel like it,
Yeah.
but like the waters
Yeah.
were. We did like the a zip lining thing, and then we did like the adults only like private beach and whatnot, which was really nice because you had the beach and then it
Mhm.
was like a pool and a DJ and a vibe. And that is where I met my new friends who I third
Oh, yeah.
wheeled.
This sounds like
Literally,
a recurring theme now.
I feel like every vacation now I just have to expect that I'm gonna third wheel a couple that's gonna get
Yeah.
me a bunch of alcohol.
Uh-huh.
So my
Wait, was
friend was
Miranda not there?
she was. So she was like,
Okay.
okay, so what happened was we had taken a bunch of content. We were on the beach and then we were going to the pool area. She's like, I want to eat some pizza and like relax in the chair and read a book. And I'm like, okay, cool. I am going in the water. So
Yeah.
I went into the pool and I'm just like, kind of scoping the scene, seeing who's all in the water, seeing what the vibes
Uh-huh.
are. Then I go to these like chairs and I asked this couple if the chair next to them is like being used because it didn't look like it. It wasn't. So I sat next to them. But at this point, like we weren't talking. I was just like sitting there, kind of sunglasses, vibing on my own, still people
Mhm.
watching. And
Mhm.
then the guy goes to go get a drink. As soon as he leaves, the girl like turns and starts talking to me. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, bet friends, hi. At this point, like, from then, I was probably with them for, like, 3 hours.
Oh, damn. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
like, in the water chilling, and I was like I
Uh-huh.
didn't get the drink package for the trip because my friend also
Uh-huh.
doesn't really drink like that, and I was like, "I don't need too much to drink. If I really wanna drink, I could
Yeah.
just buy one." And
Exactly.
so then I'm just with them. We're going to different areas of the pool. They're getting me pineapple daiquiris and all of these
Whoa.
things. Just they keep on getting me drinks pretty much. And then we're
Mhm.
just like now travel friends. After then though, every day we would meet up. So like every day we'd
Mhm.
either meet up by the pool on the cruise or like do an activity at night or go to the club together or whatever. So then
Mhm.
after that, I like frequently saw them every day for something. And every
Aw,
time
that's
they
so
would get me
cute.
alcohol.
Yeah. It's nice that you
Shout
made friends, but it's extra nice that they had the drink packages too.
yeah. Yeah, it's like shout out to Seth and Alexis. They
Oh,
were great. But
where are they
yeah, me and
from?
uh
Do you know?
Michigan. Michigan.
Oh, okay. More
Yeah.
Midwesterners.
Yeah. But Alexis lives in Florida now, but like
Uh-huh.
the Boca area, I think. But yeah,
Okay.
from Michigan though. But yeah,
Yeah.
they're super chill.
Nice.
For those of you who are on the newsletter, you might get to see them this week, but you have to sign up for the newsletter.
Yes. Get a behind the scenes
Yeah.
of even more than we talk
Yeah.
about on the podcast sometimes.
Yeah, but I genuinely like don't know how these things just happen. In Mexico City, when I
Yeah.
was with that couple, like, for the whole night,
Yeah. I
and
feel like I don't know, I feel like we're just very open people and we attract, like, that energy,
yes,
like,
true,
you wouldn't have been out in the pool by yourself, like, if you weren't looking to, like, talk
true.
to somebody, you know?
Yeah,
So, I don't know, I feel like people just can tell your vibe, like, you're looking to talk to someone or, like, hang out or, like, make friends because like, why
yeah,
not, you know?
yeah.
Um, yeah, we made friends, like and this was on a cruise that we went to a long time ago, and we met I think it was, like, the cruise started in Italy, and
Mm.
we met these girls we were young, but we met these girls that were British, and we hung out with them for, like, several days on the trip, like,
Aw,
it was really fun because we went on a couple cruises as a kid, um, and it was really fun to, like, meet people from, like, all over the world on
mhm,
cruises because,
yeah,
like, even the Bahamas, like, I'm pretty sure people come from, like, all over the world to, like, go and cruise in the Bahamas,
yeah,
there's, like you said, like, your friend Miranda, she's a big cruiser. Like, there's
mhm.
people that just go on cruises all the time. That's, like, their preferred method of traveling. That's what I wanted to get into was, like, now that you've went on your first cruise, because
Yes.
you've obviously traveled a lot and, like, you do more of, like, you wanna see a bunch of things and, like, you're going to different cities and
Yeah,
something's always planned. Like, you don't spend a whole lot of time just, like, doing nothing or, like, laying on the
mhm,
beach.
yeah.
But what did you think about your first cruise, and would you wanna do one again?
Okay, in terms I'm gonna rate it. So in terms of
Yeah.
0 to 10, I'm gonna rate it 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why a
It's
7?
like a mid, it's like
Yeah.
good for what it was.
Yeah.
I do think it was a great experience. I'm glad I got to do a cruise because I've never done it before. And so it's a very different vibe and type of vacation. And it's
Mhm.
definitely like one if you don't want to think and you don't want to be bothered by doing things or planning shit because you can just like go with the flow and things happen
Mhm.
and you kind of get into things. If you like really want to see the areas you're going to, I would definitely not recommend a cruise. Now, I
Yeah.
would do a cruise again, but I would want to do a different cruise line. Like I would want to try other ones, just to
Mhm.
see. I also wouldn't go back to the Caribbean because I feel like I already been there, done that now. So I would
Mhm.
want to go
It
to
kind
like
of all looks the same to me, like, the islands and
yes.
everything, like, it's
Yes.
gorgeous, but,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree, like, if I were to do something, like, I would go and see something
Yeah.
else, you know?
For sure, for sure. I would definitely want to do a cruise, like, around Africa or, like, different parts of Europe that I wouldn't
Mhm.
necessarily, like, stay at, you know? So,
Mhm.
it would need to be a specific type of experience for me to go on another cruise. Like, I wouldn't just do a
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean cruise to the Caribbean again, you know? Like, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's kinda how I feel about cruises. Because you were asking me too, like, because my
Yeah.
family, we went on a couple together, like, I've never been on one, like, just on my own or, like, with my boyfriend. I really am grateful that I got to go on them, and if you wanna maximize like, in Europe, you can
Yeah.
go to, like, 5 different cities or, like, 5 different
Yeah.
places in the span of, like, 2 weeks or something, which would be, like, harder to do, but I feel like you just don't go as in depth, you know? Like,
Yeah,
you
for
can
sure.
say, "Oh, I went to this place and I went to this place," but really you spent, like, maybe half a day there, so it's really
Mhm.
rushed, like, you can't
Mhm.
stay for a couple days because you have to sail, like, that takes time in between. I agree, like, if you want a vacation that's, like, everything's pretty much planned for you. It's super easy to book. You don't have to worry about like food, alcohol, anything. Like, oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you, how is the food on the ship? Because I just remember the
Yeah,
food
yeah.
always being very mid on cruises.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we both eat very similar. Like, we like
Yeah.
colorful plates, we like different ethnic foods. We're not
Yeah.
very like burgers, hot dogs, pizza people. So, it was very mid. The like
Yeah.
buffet area was super mid. I just ate what I could. I did like the main dining though, so they have like main dining where it's just like 3 courses. You can order whatever you want from them and whatnot. And that was good. I really like that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I had escargot like multiple times. It was
You
so
like
good.
it?
I
Oh
do
my
like it.
gosh. I've never been a fan. I've tried it so many times. Oh,
Really?
not so many
Didn't we
times,
have it
but
in Seattle? I
um
swear we had escargot at that
maybe we
place at
did.
Poughkeepsie?
Oh, Paul's Bow?
Cosmo.
Was it? No, I think it was
I swear we
oysters.
had it. Are you
I
sure?
think it was baked oysters. It definitely wasn't
Oh.
escargot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It tastes the same because it's the same, like, buttery, like,
Yeah.
herby, garlic,
I like
breadcrumbs,
it
cheese.
though. Yeah,
Really?
I
Oh,
did like
wow.
it.
Yeah. Funny because a
Gotta
lot of
tell
people
Hippo.
think escargot is a French thing, and it's really not. Like, my boyfriend's French, and he's literally never had it once in his life, and he
Wait,
said, like
really?
yeah, I was so surprised. I was like, "I thought that was, like, the quintessential, like, French thing is, like,
Yeah.
eating snails," and he's like, "No, like, my family doesn't eat that. I've never had an escargot." Like,
Wow.
it's just Americans coming to us France and just being like, "Okay, like, it's time to eat snails." But he
Yeah.
said, like, that they do not eat escargot like that. I was like, "What?"
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's interesting that you like it. I think I
Yeah.
just don't like the thought of it being a snail or, like, the
Yeah.
texture. The flavor's always really good, and I, like, dip my butter in it, but I've tried it twice, maybe 3 times before, and
Do you like
I gave
octopus?
up. Yeah, I do.
Ho
But
See, I feel like the
something about, like,
texture to
the
me is the same.
slimy yeah, I don't know. It's really just my
Yeah.
brain. My brain will not
Yeah.
let me eat it. Like, I have eaten cow tongue, I have eaten, like, meat jelly,
Oh.
I have eaten caviar, like, all
Bitch,
that.
that's worse.
But snails, for some
Meat
reason, just, like,
snail is where you
give
draw
me
the
the
line.
ick. Yeah, that's where I draw the line. I don't know why. I just can never eat them, like, I don't know why. My
When
brain
you
won't let
said
me.
meat jelly, the meat jelly made me want to throw up.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I've tried it. I don't like that one either. But anyways, yeah.
That's hilarious. But yeah, the food was mid, the main
Yeah.
dining was good. The only place that stayed open 24/7 literally just was pizza. And like
Uh,
people loved the pizza and I'm like, this is the most mid pizza. It tastes like it came from Costco.
yeah, it's because we come from Chicago. We're kinda spoiled with our
Yeah,
pizza.
that's
Yeah.
true. Very true. Everything put into perspective.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm
I think that
glad
was
you had yeah, you had your first
yeah.
cruise experience, and now you know what they're like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do a cruise?
I personally don't think so. I haven't been on one since before COVID. And
Yeah.
the idea of being stuck in the middle of the ocean, like and if there's like a medical emergency, something happens, like the whole boat gets sick, that freaks me out. So I don't know. I just don't like being stuck on
Yeah.
a ship in the middle of the ocean for like a couple days. I mean, it's fun. I like the vibes. If I was just like looking for a really chill vacation where I do nothing and just like
Yeah.
island hop and like I wanted it to be like chill and like a party
Yeah.
and just fun, I would do it, but not
Exactly.
for a couple years, I would say. Not for a few
No, I
years.
feel that. I'm, like, in no rush to get back to a cruise. I also had a room with a balcony and, like, you could sit outside,
Um,
the water is the only thing in front of you, and that was really nice and definitely elevated the cruise
mhm.
experience because if I didn't there were many days where I would just, sit out on the balcony and literally just look at the ocean, and it was so
Yeah.
beautiful, calming, and if I didn't have
Mhm.
that, I definitely would've been, I don't know, it definitely would've made the experience different. So if you do cruise, try
Yeah.
to get a balcony room because they
Yeah.
just elevate it.
Definitely.
Yeah. But
Well,
that was a lot, sorry.
you were
I'll
good.
take me on you.
Mine will be quick because I have not been off this past month. I have just been doing the usual thing. So I don't
Yes.
know how many of our listeners are like into cars or like into that kind of thing. But for those of you that don't know, I, like you said earlier, am in Monterey, California. And this is like honestly a very, very like wealthy area, especially Carmel, like Carmel Valley, like Pebble
Mm.
Beach is one of the world's like most famous golf courses. Like even just
Interesting.
normally, besides like this week specifically, there's some really bougie ass cars that I've seen in
Mm.
Carmel. But this week has been insane. So if you look up Car Week, it happens for like a week straight. There's people that are flying in from like all over the world. They're shipping
Yeah,
in
that's
their
wild.
Bugattis, Lambos, Ferraris, all these really, really nice cars. And it's, I think, one of the biggest auctions, like car auctions, like car events, like in the entire year. So there was like a bunch of people here. All the hotels are sold out for the week. You would not be able to find a hotel. The minimum price for a motel was $1,300 for this week. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and
That's
people
insane.
pay for that. Yeah.
For a motel?
Mhm. It's
Oh
like a
my god.
ratchet old motel, and you see videos and you see, like, outside of all these motels, there's, like, really, really nice, like, Ferraris and Lambos and McLarens
Wow,
that are
that's
parked out there.
crazy.
We ended up going to the car show slash, like, auction that they were having in downtown Monterey. It was, like, called, like, something with an S. I don't remember. But anyways, so we get there and they're auctioning off these cars. And these cars are going for like some of them $4 or $5 million. And there was this one like main Ferrari. It was like one of a kind made specifically for this auction. It
Okay.
went for $26 million. Yeah. It was crazy.
What?
Yeah,
I
like
just
the
like
amount
don't get it. I don't
I
get it.
couldn't comprehend, like, the amount of wealth that is here right now is, like, crazy. I started getting, like, numb to seeing all these fancy cars. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's
Yeah.
like that it's just a Porsche, you know?" But, like, a Porsche is a nice car. But
Yeah,
then when
like
you're
it's just what
surrounded.
ends.
Yeah, I'm like, when you see all these Rolls Royces, like, Lamborghinis, and I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about these cars, but they all look fancy to me. It was insane. So,
That's
like,
26 million. Like what?
26 million. You could buy like a
For
big
what?
island for that money. Yeah.
I will never
Yeah.
get it. It like hurts my brain to hear
I
that.
know. I'm like, where are these people that are buying these cars and do they want to donate to my travel fund, please?
Yeah.
Because apparently they
Donate
can
to
just
some travel
throw.
physical therapist.
Yes, please. Like, actually, I don't even have a car. So if you want to just give me one of your
Same.
5 Ferraris, I'll take it. So,
We both don't.
yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So to me, it was just like one of the craziest things I've seen in a while. Like, I have never seen that much wealth in one place. And it honestly made me like a little nauseous. I was like, let's go
Yeah.
get drinks. Like, I want to go get wine. Let's get drunk. This is crazy. Like, we are not even close to the same tax bracket as these people. Like,
Yeah.
we don't speak the same kind of English. Like, I don't know. I
No.
don't know who these people are.
I just want
But
to like live a day in their life because what?
yeah, there was a guy that was stopped. So they've been like racing all over the town. Like at night you can hear all the cars like,
Oh,
like drag racing, and there's been a ton of tickets that are given out. There was one person that was going 140 miles an hour down like the main road in Monterey and they got a ticket.
that's so
Yeah.
unsafe.
I
That's
know. I'm
insane.
like, guys, like calm down. And the crazy
Yeah.
thing is, so apparently In and Out is like the big meeting place for all of these like fancy cars, and I had no idea. So I went to In-N-Out. I did not want to cook on Friday after work, and I was like, I'm gonna go to In-N-Out. I'm gonna get me a burger. Like, I'm gonna go through the drive-through. And I get there, and like, there's a ton of people. There's some of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen. I'm like, what's
Wow.
happening? Like, we're just at an In-N-Out, but apparently, some YouTuber was like organizing a huge meetup at the In-N-Out, and there was like a shit ton of cops. I asked them, I was like, can I go through the drive-through lane? And they were like, no, you can't. You have to turn around and go all the way this way. And I was like, screw that. I was like, is there any parking? And I look and there's all these like really nice cars parked out in and out. It's like a small little like parking lot. And I'm like, screw that. Like, I don't want a burger anymore. Like, this is not worth it. And as soon as I'm about to turn around, the guy comes running after me. He's like, hey, miss, like one of the cars is leaving. Like one of the Ferraris pulled out and I'm driving my boyfriend's like little Subaru and I park. There's a bunch of people like taking pictures of all these cars in the parking lot. And I like pull in my whip like in the Subaru and everyone's like looking at me. And I'm like, what am I missing? Like, I didn't know something was like happening here. But apparently that was
Yeah.
like the meeting place. And I felt like so out of place. I was like, I'm sorry. I just wanted my burger and animal style fries. Like, and I got the heck out of there. But
That's so funny.
yeah,
That's
the
insane.
locals hate car week. Like all my patients are like,
Yeah.
"Ugh, it's car week. Time to
Dreading
like
it.
not leave my house all week."
Yeah.
But
Cancel PT.
yeah, I know a
Too
lot of
much
them
traffic.
called. They're like, "Too much traffic." I'm like, "That's okay." Like, I get it. That's what I love about travel once again is like personally, I would not have been able to afford to go to
Yeah.
Monterey and Car Week, but I got to experience this and a lot of people like weren't able to because the hotels are
Yeah.
like crazy expensive and
For
so that was
sure.
a cool experience as a traveler. I think if I was a local, I'd probably be like, "Oh my god, it's Car Week again." Like
Yeah.
time to get out of here. It was a cool experience and I got a lot of cool pictures. I had my family visit. I don't know if I talked about that, but I'll keep it kind of quick. I was basically planning this whole trip for my mom and her twin sister's birthday. That was in July, end of July. And it ended up being really great, but it was like a lot of planning went into it because it was a group of 20 people. And I've never organized a trip for like
That's
20 plus
insane.
people. And somehow
Yeah.
more and more people were getting added to the list. I was like,
What?
Mom, there's not enough space in this Airbnb for all of us. Like we went to a bunch of like we went to wineries, we went to Big
Yeah.
Sur, like We were only in Carmel, like, by us for, like, 2 days, so I really tried to, like,
Okay.
jam-pack the trip. It was really fun, and I was like, "I will not be planning another trip for a very long time after that." So, my next trip will be to France, Mallorca, and then
Oh, I'm
Spain.
so excited for you.
I know, I just cannot wait. My sister's getting married first in Spain. That's, like, the original reason why we kind of decided to do, like, this Europe trip. And then my boyfriend's cousin's getting married in France. So I was like, "Why not take a month off?" So that's
Yeah,
in less than
for sure.
3 weeks, which is crazy. It's like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
I am counting down the days, like, of work until we leave. I'm like, "I cannot wait because it's been so long that
Mhm.
we've been talking about it. I'm like, "Can I just
I
go
know.
already?"
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I'm getting antsy. I'm moving out my stuff this weekend, so that'll be
Oh,
annoying that I have to do that again, but it's
yeah.
okay. I have to kind of figure out what I'm gonna bring to Europe and, like, the clothes I need for, like, the next
True.
couple weeks. And
True,
then
true.
my very last weekend here, I'm going to Napa for the very first time,
That's
so
so fun. I wanna go to Napa.
yeah. I'm excited. I cannot wait. There's, like,
Are you
apparently
staying
one.
there?
Yeah, we're staying at an Airbnb with,
Mm.
like, Pooja, and then her fiancé,
Oh,
Sahil,
gotcha.
and then another couple, because there was, like, a couple that, like,
Oh,
backed out of the
nice.
trip, so they were like, "Do you guys wanna come?" And we're like, "Absolutely." So that's the last weekend before we leave, and we work, like, 2
Oh,
days,
fun.
and then we fly out. So, next Break Room Talks episode, I will tell you guys all about the trip because 'cause I'm gonna have a lot to
Yes.
say. I got stung by a wasp for the first time.
Was it
I
like
was
as
like,
was it bad?
it was bad, yeah. So, I've never gotten stung before, ever. Like, my mom has gotten stung, and, like, growing up, she was, like, terrified of us eating outside because as a
Yeah.
kid, she was eating a sandwich, and she bit into a sandwich, and then there was a bee there, and it stung her in the mouth, and then she, like, couldn't breathe. So, she had, like, childhood trauma.
Oh
So,
my
she was
god,
like,
that's so
"Do
scary.
not." Yeah, she was
What
like,
are the
"I'm allergic to
odds?
bees." Yeah, I don't know if I'm allergic, but we were in the middle of nowhere in Big Sur, which, like, Big Sur, if you guys don't know, it's the coastal highway, Highway 1, and there's no service. Like, I never have service there. I was about to start this trail. I'm just walking, minding my own business. All of a sudden, I just feel something, like, stab me in my calf, and I, like, almost, like, dropped to my knees. I was like, "What was
No.
that?" Like, that felt like I got shot in the leg, and I looked down, like, right when it happened, and I saw that there was a yellow jacket on my leg. Like, it stung me through my leggings, and it hurt
Oh
so
my
bad, and it
god,
started to,
what?
like.
I didn't even know they could do
Yeah,
that.
I know. I looked it up because I had no idea, like, the difference between, like, wasps and bees.
Yeah.
So, it was definitely a wasp, and it was aggressive. Like, I got lucky that it only stung me once because sometimes they can sting, like, several times, but
Wow.
it hurt so bad. And then, of course, literally right as this happened, we bump into my coworkers that were on the same trail. There was, like, 3 of them, and I wanted to talk to them, but I also wanted to, like, get the heck out of there. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't wanna be here anymore." And they
Mhm.
were, like, talking, and I felt so bad because I was like, "Can you check to make sure the stinger's not in there anymore?" Like, I was still, like, in so much pain, and I was, like,
That's
trying to be nice
wild.
and, like, talk, but I was like, my leg hurt so bad, like, it stung really bad,
Do you
and
still
then
have
it
a
kind of
mark from
swelled
it?
up. I do, yeah, yeah, and it
Oh.
gets itchy every once in a while, but thankfully, I found out I'm not allergic to them, so that's what I was worried about. I was like, "Am I
Oh,
going into
gotcha.
anaphylaxis? Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere in Big Sur, like, if something happens, I'm screwed, like, this is how I'm gonna go."
You're
But,
always in the middle of nowhere.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places like that in California.
Yeah.
It's part of the travel lifestyle.
Yeah.
I know, cause yeah, you tried to
Cali shit.
contact me one time when I was on my, like, first backpacking trip, and you forgot that I was out, like, no service
Yeah.
for, like, 2 days, and Mel, like, contacted everybody I knew, and she was like, "Oh, wait, never mind, like, she's on her backpacking trip, she's fine." But
Yeah. You go a
yeah,
little MIA sometimes.
sometimes
And
that's good for the soul, sometimes it is really good. It feels good.
true. Well, it's like we talk every day, so it's like when you don't respond for a day, I'm like, what is she
This
up
is
to?
weird, yeah. Is she okay? Like, what happened?
You and David are the only people I talk to every single day.
Oh, yeah, I'm honored. I think you're the only person. Well, I talked to Hippo in person, but I
Yeah.
don't text him
Well,
every day.
yes, in person.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But
We got to. We got to keep each other
I
updated with our
know.
crazy stories and our crazy lives.
There's always so much to say.
There is. But any other
No.
lingering thoughts or things that have happened in this past month?
No, I think that was the majority of it. Yeah.
Yeah, there
I'm,
was a
like,
lot.
done with traveling, though, for a while. The
Mhm.
last 2 weeks are so chaotic, like, I just wanna be normal and have a normal schedule and, like, enjoy Savannah. So I'm really
Yeah.
trying not to plan, like, anything big.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
have
in a
the
new place.
capacity.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should just explore, like, go to little restaurants, like, see what it's
Yeah.
like. I
Yeah.
like Savannah. I've seen videos of it, and it looks really cute. I
Yeah.
wanna try to make it out there and visit, so
Yes.
we will see.
You got to. I got a 2-bedroom now,
I know,
so
there's
you
a
got
place to
a
stay.
room waiting for you.
Yes. Even if you were in
Okay.
that sketchy-ass old
Oh
apartment,
my god.
I probably would have
Ugh.
still visited. Just
Don't remind me.
I know,
I'm,
yeah,
like,
that was
blacking it
crazy.
out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was, like, the best case scenario that you were able to get out of there, but
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
Well,
happens.
that's yeah, that's life.
That is
I did
life.
I did want to make one announcement before we hop off today, but if you haven't already seen, we have an official website now. If you're not already following or subscribed, like the latest podcast episodes, if you're looking for travel jobs, you can just like, there's a whole page for it. The newsletter, if you want to sign up for the newsletter, like everything that's like our hub now. So check out our website. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, if you wanna find everything in, like, one place where it's organized and you wanna see it, like, that's the place to
Yes.
go. We have all of our links, everything on there, everything's updated, and it's cute, so go
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That is all for today's Break Room Talks episode. We love chit chatting with you and want to talk to you guys more. So please leave a comment on this episode, share all your thoughts, secrets, or just respond to this episode. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about our crazy stories. And if you have any, we want to hear them too. We honestly forget about the comment feature and we forget to say things about it. So we definitely want to start using it more and be checking it more often and responding to you. We have grown so much in 2025, and it's been so great. If you are listening to this, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We love you guys and appreciate you, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.